Living in America in 2025 feels like you're trying to breathe while someone's hand is over your mouth and they're charging you rent for it. As soon as you get paid, it's gone. You buy groceries and the bags are lighter. You fill your tank and the needle mocks you. Food's up, rent's up, insurance, utilities, coffee. Even your damn toothpaste is up. Everything's up except the paycheck. Oh, and everything's also smaller. Shrinkflation? Yeah, that's the way they rob you while smiling in your face. You're not imagining it. The box is smaller. The portions are skimpier. The price is higher, and you're supposed to eat it with a smile. This isn't bad budgeting. This isn't laziness. This is a rigged game where everyone at the top profits and everyone at the bottom is a slave. We're getting taxed, drained, and blamed every step of the way. If you feel it too, you're not crazy. You're just living in America in 2025. And it's fucking brutal.
I'm an American. I pay $1,600 for a flat that has no bedroom. That's 2/3 of my income. I'm an American. I work 50 hours a week. I don't have health insurance. I'm an American. I couldn't afford to have a child even if I wanted to. I'm $7,000 in debt. I'm an American. My health is declining because I can't afford Whole Foods because that's too expensive for my life. I am very overqualified for my job, but no one else is hiring. I'm an American. I make my boss hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars, while I can barely keep myself alive. I'm an American. I have never been out of the States. I have never been on a vacation. I'm an American. I make 20-some dollars an hour. A livable wage here is like 30-some. Yet I don't qualify for government assistance whatsoever. On the days I don't work, I'm so tired I just sleep all day. I'm an American. My electric bill is so expensive I sit outside in the heat because I can't afford to turn the AC on in the damn house. I'm an American, and I fear I'm just an average American. I'm living the American dream.
A lot of white folks are complaining about how tough it has been to live in America and in the western part of the world, and they are saying that why are the blacks not complaining? Why are they not speaking up? Why are they not joining so that the leadership can know that truly things are difficult for everybody? But the truth of the matter is it's difficult for the black as well. But guess what the difference is? The difference is that the black have learned to adjust to the reality that they are facing without complaining, without murmuring. They, instead of complaining, they look for alternatives on how to better themselves and how to live above the cage, above the limitation, above the barrier that has been set by the system. That is the difference between blacks and white folks. Blacks have been able to not complain but look for alternative on how to get better and beat the system. And that is just the difference. But let me take you to check out all of these videos I've compiled for you guys so that you can see that even though it looks like the whites are complaining and they are saying, oh, it is difficult, things are hard, the blacks are also doing that. But it's just that the tenacity, the ruggedity is quite different. And that is the difference. Credit to our content in this video. And thank you guys for watching my video. Thank you for always tuning in. I'm grateful, and I want to say thank you for always being there. If today is your first time, do it to subscribe, like, and share if you love this great content. I do contents like this and about black histories and all of the stories that you want to know. That's what I do. Credit again to our content. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere.
What's up, America? Looks like the working class here in the United States is finally starting to break. So I've been warning people that the working class can no longer take it for about 5 or 6 years. I think we finally reached that point. Confidence is starting to slip, and approximately 90% of people that have been polled say they have no expectations to grow financially at any point in their life now. These are people that are working class adults. They have such low confidence in economic gain that they're simply just checking out, going to work, barely doing what they have to do, not making gains to improve either, doing the same daily grind without trying harder to make any improvements in their lives financially, just kind of stagnating, kind of accepting where they're at in their position and not wanting to move forward because it's too much effort. That's the consensus among people under 40 working now. That 40 hours a week doesn't pay the bills, the money's not worth enough, the wages aren't high enough, the benefits don't cover it because they're dwindling, and prices are rising so high people are basically just checking out, saying, what's the point of working harder? I'm already working at maximum capacity, and if I work harder, my entire life will be work and sleep only. Maybe a few minutes here or there for a meal, and that's it. So frankly speaking, the youth of America is starting to just say, no, fuck this shit, I'm done. And frankly speaking, I don't blame them at all. Unstoppable price gouging has been going for now 5 full years unchecked. Shrinkflation is still rearing its ugly head. You're getting less and less for more and more money. Anybody with a brain can see what's happening. You're getting less product for more money. You're getting less house for more money, less car for more money, paying insurance companies that won't even cover you. Utility costs creeping up to nearly double for the same shit you had a couple of years ago. I understand the rich want their money, but it's unsustainable. You have too goddamn much money. You have to reinvest in the United States. You can't keep taking from everybody. We're all tapped out. You have enough, you rich fucks! The burden on the American people is now too much to survive. It's simply too much. You cannot ask any more out of these people. They are tapped out. We're at 100% capacity. Doing any more as far as profiteering will degrade the country irrevocably. But you're gonna fucking try, aren't you? People don't have anything and they're working so hard for it. You have to give people a goddamn break here in America once in a while. People have to have disposable income to buy shit, go on vacation, something. Not just working to drum profit for a rich person. We're fucking done!
Canada does not help people with ambition and drive in this country. I'll tell you why. The reason why I'm saying this is because over a few years ago, when I was working minimum wage, I would always get money back whenever I filed my tax return. I would always get somewhere between $800 to maybe $1,000. Fast forward today, I'm making way above of what the average Canadians are making. Now I'm paying at least 40 to 50% on whatever I'm making today. And on top of that, whenever I file my tax return, I'm getting letters from CRA stating I owe another $5,000. I have a friend of mine who owned a small business. He owed $50,000 in taxes. So whenever someone start a business in Canada and they start to grow, I see why they want to move to the States. I see the reason why. Because there's no such thing as safe haven for people like us who have the drive, who have the entrepreneurship mindset, people who has ambition, people who want to leave some kind of generation wealth. Like people like that, they are not protected. And let's say you're someone with a goal. It's going to take a bigger toll on you because what's going to happen is you get to that stage in life where you're making the money you want to make and you're looking at your goal. You was like, I'm so close. You're like, I'm so close to the finish line. But guess what? Now you have to pay more money to the government. You have to pay your student loan. You have to pay your taxes. You got to pay everything. So you're looking at the finish line, but you can't reach it. So now you have to work another 10 or 15 or 20 years to get to that stage. It's hard.
Why are you in America working a full-time job just to be poor? The joke is on you if you are anywhere in this country. You see a homeless man living on the ground and you think, man, I would hate to be that homeless guy living on the ground, right? When the homeless guy, maybe he's just smarter than you. You're spending all your time working and still poor. When the homeless guy, he gave up already, right? Still eats, may live outside, but he's free. So who's really correct? You're working to be poor. He's free and poor. What's the difference? Only in America can someone work a full-time job, sometimes even 60 hours a week, and still live paycheck to paycheck. So the joke is on you. You're working to be poor.
So I don't normally ever come on here and post anything except of my dog because he's absolutely gorgeous. But I am extremely frustrated being a full-time employed person living in Florida and not being able to afford to live. I have spent my whole fucking day off trying to find a, more affordable place to live because I can't afford fucking $1,300 a month in rent and then fucking a $650 car note and then $300 in fucking insurance and then you got utilities and it's just it's either I eat or I pay my bills and then even then it's like, okay, well, which bill's gonna be fucking late this month? And I'm so fucking sick of it. Like all these fucking apartment complexes and realtors and even private renters, fuck you. Fuck you so fucking hard. And I mean that with everything in me. Fuck you. I, nor anybody else, should be working 60 plus hours a fucking week and not be able to fucking live. I'm about to crash the fuck out. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just me losing my fucking mind. I don't know. But I'm about to lose my shit. Because I just can't take it.
Everybody keeps saying it's going to get better. How is it going to get better? Our economy is so fucked that I work a full-time job. I make $21 an hour working 40 hours a week. I have no extra expenses, no bills out of my living. I have one credit card that's maxed because I've lived off of it, but other than that, I don't have cable. I haven't had cable in 10 years. We have cell phones, but, that's required to live on. But other than that, nothing extra. On paper, my bills are $2,701. My income is $2,710. Do the math. $9 a month before I pay for food, gas, car repairs, any entertainment. There's no money for that. And my car is dying. It's paid for, so I don't have car payments now that I'm going to replace. And I don't know how to do that on $9 a month. $9 to feed myself, $9 to buy a car, $9 for insurance. Yeah. So at the end of the day, this is me because I worked 8.5 hours a day knowing that it's not enough, that it won't be enough. Fuck you, Ontario.
Yes, I've seen a lot of people say that, oh, things are difficult, things are hard. Why is it that the government can't sympathize or empathize with the fact that he is trying to make some policies that will better the country? But right now, people are going through a hard time. Things have skyrocketed, rent is high, groceries is high, and of course, to cap it all, inflation is high, and the farmers are complaining bitterly. Farmers can't, oh man, it's like farmers are the worst hit, even though Everybody is actually the worst hit. But farmers are on the land of the farming business in the agricultural land. You see crops rotting away, nobody to pick it for them. You see workers not available for them. They are running away from ICE because they are being picked up. You also see tariffs going higher. Those countries that are buying stuff from farmers, they are saying they are not buying again. And it looks like everything is against the farmer. But the truth is, it's not just the farmer alone. It is every American, every white, every countries in the Western world. I mean, look at Canada. Canada had America increased tariff against Canada, and Canada did the same thing to them. And Canada right now have learned to also adjust, look for another market, just like every other person is doing. But the difference in America is the fact that their leadership is adamant, is trying to just get things done the way it feels it is the best. And of course, who is to blame? The people that voted for him. They said they want America to be great again. They said, oh, this is what we want. Even the farmers that are going through a hard time, they are part of the people that said, yes, we want to vote for him so that we can be great again. Now the question is, were they great before? Were they getting farming fund, agricultural fund, aids from the government? Oh yes, the answer is yes, they were getting it. But what exactly they meant when they said they want America to be great again, we don't know. But maybe this is what they meant. Maybe now we can ask them, is America great again? Maybe they can be in the best position to answer that indeed is great or not. From last time I checked, they were bankrupt. Everybody on the street is complaining because the working hours, people are working 40, 50, 60 hours per week. And it looks like it's not enough again. By the time they collect the salary will go on rent, groceries, and fee bills, and it's gone. No savings anymore. And white folks, especially, they are complaining, they are crying that how did they get here? Well, you guys got to this place because you voted against your own interest. You voted against your own well-being. You voted for concept of a plan instead of medic aid and all of those things that you guys should have thought of. Because this guy was known to be someone that used to withdraw aids and grants from people, and he did it in the first term. But you guys said no, he's the one that you want. Now things are hard. You're saying, what are the blacks doing? The blacks are doing pretty well. They know how to adjust to the reality of the times that they face, and that is the difference. They've moved on. And when it comes to power, let me just add this. When it comes to ruggedity, blacks are more rugged, but that is our frame. That is how God has made the black folks. They are very rugged. They take on more jobs. Some are even relocating and saying, okay, let me look for a better place to live just to be comfortable. But hey, a lot of white folks can't do that. They can't take more job. They can't, they think about it. And I'm not saying that even the blacks vote are not, but the percentage is wide. And this is why it looks as if the blacks are not talking. They are talking, but it looks like the white are more affected. You know why? Because all of the grant opportunities America has built with whiteness in mind. Grant, aid, they go mostly to the white folks. And now this guy has cut everything off. And it looks like he's against the white people, but he is not. He's just trying to say that freebies have come to an end. Look at what he's doing right now. He said he's not going to give money. He can't fund some things, some job anymore. And it's tough. The government has been shut down. And ever since then, look at airport. Look at what is happening. It looks like America is in a total mess right now. But the truth of the matter is, you guys voted for the guy that is in the office right now. And the white folks are crying out loud. They are saying, are the blacks also going through what we're going through? Are they at all in this country? Guys, let me know what your take is. Why it feels like the white are always saying, what are the blacks doing? I don't know meant to be complaining. I don't know meant to be protesting. Why are they always saying that? Guys, I want to know what your view and your perception is concerning this subject because, hey, blacks are also in America, but they have chosen not to complain. They have chosen to mind their business. They're standing on business right now. Guys, let me know why that is the reaction from the black folks. Thank you guys for watching. I want to hear your view and your perception at the comment section. And thank you to everybody that's been subscribing, liking, and sharing my story. I am grateful. I'll see you around again. Be in peace. Be in love and avoid trouble. Bye bye.